Hey, how's it going, everybody? Jacques T. Morris here in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's see, I'm making sure that I'm recording. And yes, okay. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Jacques T. Morris here in Atlanta, Georgia. Today is Sunday, January the 12th, 2019. And man, when I tell you I'm excited, I'm excited. Not going to yell, I'm not going to clap too much, not too much, but nah, anyway. Man, I'm just excited. And I'm excited about the opportunity that we have, ladies and gentlemen, to really change our lives. Earlier on a portion of our training that wasn't recorded, we actually went over my business report and I showed, our wins as well as our losses and our wins and our L's. So L's are learning opportunities as far as this business is concerned. And so in this particular part of the training, because I share with the team the amount that we made as well as the amount that was left on the table. In this particular part of the training, more specifically, is called Know Your Business, KNOW, to grow your business, okay? And so we're going to key in on the 4-month customer follow-up. Now, this is a PDF, and it's available in the Business Center of Melaleuca, all right, under downloads and something. And I'll also put it in the team chat. I actually printed out 6 of these, okay? 6 of these, all right? I printed out 6, and I'm going to print out some more. And I would encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? I don't even know why I didn't just go ahead and print out 10. Or maybe I'll just make some copies. I don't know. I'll go up, find me a copy machine or something. But anyway, we're going to go over this briefly, okay? We're going to go over this briefly. Not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. But this is one of the things that we want to start doing for all of our new preferred customers. Because as I looked at my business report and I shared it very transparently here with the team, there were a lot of individuals that were receiving backup orders. In fact, the percentage of individuals receiving backup orders doubled from one month to the other. And I'm just like, why is that? It can only be one reason. Either number one, enrolled the wrong customers, okay, which, whatever. And number two, which I have to look at myself as a leader and say, Jacques, how was your follow-up, okay? Like, all right, because understand, if you don't follow up and follow through, your customers are not going to follow you. Jacques, what do you mean? They're going to come in Melaleuca, but then they're going to leave Melaleuca, okay? It just is what it is, regardless of how phenomenal the products, the compensation plan is, because as it says here at the very bottom, it says, remember, it takes 4 months to develop new shopping habits. So Melaleuca already has it outlined and in place, and ironically enough, even though I knew that this existed, even though the regional manager, Greg Bean, had mentioned this to me, it really didn't click until I spoke with Jefferson Green about a week or so ago at the recognition dinner. And I was asking him, I was like, hey, Jefferson, what about this? What about that? And he said, oh, yeah. He said the 4-month customer follow-up. And he enumerated some of the points that were on here. And when I went through and read, I was like, oh, man, this dude knows his business, okay? So I was like, Jacques, all right, man, this is what it is. So here, as you can see, I've already printed it out, month 1. And it has a itemized list that we want to go through, and we want to check these items off, okay? And if you look at that first month's order, again, we can, like, man, this is so cool. Because if we're really connected to our customers and we know what they're ordering, then we can make suggestions as well as ask questions about the products that they've purchased. See, again, I'm going to be very transparent with you. I was content for all the years prior up until, this particular time of trying Melaleuca, as well as over the last 4 months. I was content with, hey, I brought somebody on, I helped them place their order, yada, yada, yada. And not saying that I would just leave them alone or I'm good, but I'm just like off. Now, granted, I'm going to incorporate my wife more with this particular component because just from a time perspective, I'm like, okay, if there's one thing that my wife could really help me out with, it would be this. Because I'm not going to ask her to come out here and train you guys. I'm not going to ask her to come in. Well, you never know what I may ask her. But, like, I know my lane, and not saying that this is not my strength, but I'm just saying, with us both working together, I really feel like we can be really efficient. And that's something that you guys, if you have a spouse or if you have I don't know what it is that you have, but if you have somebody else, that can help you out with this particular portion, that would be cool. But at the same time, I'm going to make sure that, I'm doing a good bit of this myself. So Peak Performance Pack, Home Conversion, New Customer Savings Pack, you know, it has a check there. Again, hopefully you're taking notes. All of our customers should be on Peak Performance and FiberWise. Yeah, people were going to say whatever, but I'm telling you guys, I've heard so many phenomenal testimonials and gotten such great feedback about FiberWise and Peak Performance that, like, real talk, even though this is a business and, you know, I plan on making big money, those testimonials, they put me at peace. Bottom line, they put me at peace because I know that I'm making a difference. So first month, the overview, explain the loyalty shopping, you know, dollars, the backup order, enroll, help them place their order, first 48 hours, invite to a Melaleuca event, place on an email list, well, send personal welcome card. That's one that really stood out. Send a personal welcome card, okay? So, hey, I can do that. Like, I can write that. That's not going to take long. And understand, it's little things in life as well as in business that will make a huge difference. You know, one of the things that I pride myself on is, you know, in my mind, I'm like, a person will be very hard pressed to outvalue me when it comes to what I'm willing to pour into others. Like, I just don't, like, they may be doing it, but, you know, man, I'm just like, man, I don't know about anybody else, but man, I go hard. Like, when I get finished with training, it's probably like when I finish training tonight, I'm gonna be exhausted, you know. But anyway, all right, so call new customer to check when products arrive. You know, I do ask, but then here's the key. Set a date for them to go shopping in month 2. I was like, man, how simple is that? Set a date, okay? Then invite category 2 and 3, those are business builders, to the Getting Started webpage. Review, learn to earn videos. Do all in that. Month 1, solid foundation set, all right? Then let's go quickly to month 2. Ask how do they enjoy their products. Learn about their favorites. Answer questions. Review, learn to earn videos. Share a product experience, okay? Inform them about the monthly specials. Help them to redeem their loyalty shopping dollars, all right? Ask if they would like to get their products paid for. Ooh. It's on a checklist. Ask if they would like to get their products paid for and consider referring customers. This could be a 1, 2, or 3. Come on, guys. Woo! Who doesn't want to get their products for free? But understand, it's all about the psychology and the steps and the follow-up. So y'all can tell, right? Like, I'm already enjoying this, and I haven't even implemented it yet. All right? Now, see if they've watched the Foundations video. We all already know when somebody watches the Foundations video, Melaleuca emails us as the enroller. Again, another accountability step in their system. Okay? All right? Thank them, and then tell them you'll check in again next month. Continue to email product and business experiences. So I'm all about email marketing, but, you know, one thing I will say is where I come from as an email marketer, I email like, you know, like that was my business. And so to add individuals to my current email account, I would have to be really careful. Here's why. Melaleuca doesn't want you pitching and promoting, you know, like other like products, like, yeah, like the way that I do. Like, so they don't want you doing that. So if you're going to put people on an email list, make sure that you're not emailing other stuff, okay, other promotional stuff. And yeah, so just kind of FYI on that. You know, if you're going to put people on an email list, definitely number 1, ask for their permission, okay? Number 2, make sure that you're not emailing them anything else outside of simply it being Melaleuca, okay? So that's something I'm going to have to figure out a system for that. Got some ideas in mind. Just have to be really, really careful because, again, I'm an email marketer. That has been my business. So, all right. Month 3, again, thank them for being a preferred customer. Let me ask this question. How many times have we thanked our new preferred customer in the 2nd and 3rd month for being a new preferred customer? Because I was thinking about this for myself. And I was like, you know what, John? You've done it, but you haven't done it anywhere near enough. In the first month, oh yeah, I'm on it. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. Second month, hey, thank you. What happened to the enthusiasm? What happened to the excitement, Jacques? See, again, I'm not criticizing anybody for anything that they're doing or haven't done. I always look internally. And then when I look internally, I just project that by reflecting it out and saying, hey, let's all take a self-assessment and look at ourselves and look at how we're doing business, okay? Because if we're truly here for a lifetime versus a lunchtime, it would behoove us to really make these course corrections and tighten some screws, because that way the retention number goes up, the product point order per month goes up, the backup order goes down, 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 if not completely disappearing. And then guess what happens to everybody's checks? Yeah, that's right. They go up. Guess what happened to everybody's ranks? So again, it's the little things, okay? All right, so we're still in month 3. Ask them questions, which products do they enjoy? Again, review, learn, and earn videos. Help them to redeem loyalty shopping dollars. Help them put a customized backup order in place, if not already done so. Ask for referrals. How many of us have asked for referrals? I've heard ask for referrals in just about every business I've been a part of. And I finally noticed it here on month 3. Now, granted, you know, like we kind of know that, but again, it's the little things. Yeah, I work my business the way that I work it, but I was thinking, I said, well, you know what? If I ask for referrals, guess what? I really don't ever really work in the cold market because I'm working through somebody else's warm market. So in essence, you allow the business or you do things the right way, the business becomes easier, okay? All right, now, I love the cold market or whatever market it is that I work. You know what? I just love talking to people. Forget it. I don't work in cold market or warm market. I work in a market where people exist, okay? That's my market. Yeah, baby. All right. So continue to email product and business experiences. Month 4, thank them for being a preferred member. That's 4 months in a row. 4 months in a row. Think how much more pleasant of a place the world would be if more people said, thank you, please, and you're welcome. Man, simple words. We were all taught when we were little kids to say, however, ironically enough, as we become adults and more independent, we shy away from the natural language of simply being, what's the word I'm looking for? Respectful. That's one word, okay? So, all right, cool. All right, so thank them. Ask them if they're comfortable doing future shopping on their own. It's like, duh, Jacques. Ask them if they're comfortable doing future shopping on their own. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna say, yeah, I got it. Takes 4 months to develop a new shopping experience. All right, help them to customize a backup order if not already done so. Remind them about our Melaleuca services. Statistically speaking, individuals that are on the Melaleuca services remain customers way longer than those not on the services, statistically speaking. Then it says invite them to a larger Melaleuca event, launch, okay? Launch, or an in-home presentation. It's right here. Leaders, and there are 24 of us on here. Go to the, let me show you guys. I'll just show you. All right. All right, go to your business center. Go to reports. And this is something else. Like, we have to learn how to be efficient and effective with our own back offices and knowing these things. Like, it's cool to have your enroller ask them questions, but at the same time, hey, let's learn this so we can teach this, okay? That's how you know you really have gotten the mastery over something, when you can teach it. All right, so reports and tools, right here under reference library, download and print center. All right, then come down here, business building materials, come down here and right down here where it says new, come right here, 4-month follow-up plan form, English. Click on that. It's going to open a PDF, print out several copies. To think is to put it in ink. to follow up, I don't know. I was going to come up with something, but it sounded real corny, so I didn't say it. All right. Y'all notice I'm always laughing at myself, right? Like, man, I just can't help it, man. It's just, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, this is it. So I have to go and do this, you know, man, for all my customers here in January. And then I have to call and apologize to all the ones in December and November, okay? Say, hey, you know what? I messed up. Because the reality is this, you know I do a lot, and but at the same time with what I do, I can do it better, okay? Like, that's my philosophy. Jacques, can you get better? Jacques, have you done all that you could do, okay? So that's what that is. That was, yeah, that's what that is. So that's important. And one of the things I'm going to be asking you guys, okay, as you're enrolling new preferred customers, how are you looking on the 4-month follow-up plan? And if you tell me, oh, Jacques, I'm good, I'm going to say, take a picture of it, send it over to my phone. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be accountability. And in the process of doing so, it's going to improve all of our businesses, because understand, all of our businesses are interconnected, okay? Whether somebody is, well, I was going to say upline, downline, but whether somebody is in your customer group, in your support group, or side by side, your customer group, we're all linked together, okay? Like, this is a, man, this is a cool community, all right? So accountability. Some people say, well, you know, I'm grown, I don't need to be accountable. Okay, well, let's see your grown results, all right? Let's see your grown results, baby. Like, nobody has to do this on their own, okay? Like, again, we're all here to help and encourage one another. All right, so cool. We got that part. Have that part of the training done, all right? So something else I wanted to share with you guys, and I was trying to get this video, but many of you are already in. Let me just go over here and show you. This is going to be easier. All right. So you're already in the group. We love sharing. All right. That was the biggest thing that I wanted to take care of. All right. We love sharing our products. Then I'm going to show you guys something else here real quick. All right. And I want you guys to take notes on it. All right, so here, all right, so I can tell my computer is going slow. Oh man, all right, so let me see here. Where's it at? All right, there's a video in here, and Rebecca just put it in here today. It has Frank Vandersloot on there, and it's actually the video from the, where we, if you have direct deposit. When you get to director, you can do direct deposit. And then when you do that as a director, there's a video that's going to play, that's going to show up every month. And man, Frank's video was like totally cool. And man, I don't see that video in here. Here it is right here. This video, you need to watch this video. Like Frank says, we got people coming from TLC. We got people coming from It Works. We got, man, he rattled off about 20 companies that recently their distributors and their reps have come to Melaleuca for true residual income. Make sure that you go in here and you watch this video, okay? Like, man, if you're already part of this group, watch this video. Because this is the group where I got the statistics from. And the one statistic, and let me just pull up the team chat here. Let me see here. Let me just go here. See if I can get to it real quick. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. All right. Wanted to, and I'm sure you guys seen it. It said, man, I tell you, man, it's, all right. It don't make me just go do it on my phone. Here we go. Whoa, there we go. Here it is right here. This, you know, I always talk about the number 500, but here's the reality. That number has grown tremendously. Over 540 families have earned over $1 million with Melaleuca. And my question is, what prohibits our families from being in that number? Okay? Like, are we that determined enough? Are we going to be that resilient, that persistent enough to make sure that our families are in that number. It's 540 already. Now, I know everybody says, I don't want to be a millionaire, okay? Well, my question to that is, why not? If the opportunity exists for simply just doing the same amount of work over the same amount of time that most of us will work anyway, okay? Now, again, you don't have to be. You don't have to be. Don't take it personal. However, there were other numbers, and you ladies and gentlemen seen them. And my whole point was, if they can do it, why not us, okay? If they can do it, or if anybody can do it, why not you? This is simple stuff here. Simple stuff. Sharing products. Coming to the shop club. Hold on, I'm switching something here. All right, there we go. So I'm not going to dwell on that. All right, let me just mark that off. So let's see here. The other thing, and this is really important, and I can't believe that I took that down. All right, here it is. Because, the reality is that as we grow, ladies and gentlemen, and I know you guys know, and man, I definitely appreciate you guys incorporate me into, man, three-way calls, enrollments, all that. But here's the next section: how to enroll a new preferred customer. All right, so I'm going to show you 3 ways to do this. All right, and this is important. Excuse me, this is key. Uh-oh. All right, so 3 ways. I've talked about this before. I told you guys I was going to come out and train you on it, and so it would definitely benefit you to take notes and make sure that you understand how to do all 3 of these. Create a new customer link, send to individual. All right, individual. Okay. All right, these are in no particular order, I don't think, okay? Create new customer link, okay? Enroll by phone. John, what is that? Okay. And then here, call Noluka business development. All right. And then I'll just put a 4th one. Hard copy paperwork. All right. Fax or email to MELALE, Noluka. All right. So this one here is like no. Like for me, that's like a no-go. Like, no, I'm not. I filled out paperwork back in the early 2000s. I don't do paperwork anymore. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about this one here. Call business development. So let me just go ahead and put this number on here for you guys. And slow power mode. This number should be saved in your phone. Okay. Like, you should have Noluka's business development in your phone. If you don't, then you know what? You must not plan on calling them often. Okay. All right. So I'm on the phone with them several times a week. I'm starting to learn some of the customer reps' names. Okay. All right. So phone number. All right. Dial. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Dial 208-522-0870. All right. That's the first thing you do. Then press number 1 for new enrollment. Okay. Or yeah, press, let me see, press option 1. Press option 1, new enrollment, okay? Then when the rep answers the phone, ask for express phone verification, okay? Now, here's what's gonna happen. Sometimes when you do that, the rep that answers the phone, because they didn't have any express phone verifications, they will be express phone verification. So when you ask them for express phone verification, they'll say, I'm express phone verification. And then you just confirm. Say, okay, your express phone verification? And they'll say, yeah. And so when you ask for express phone verification, ask for the rep's name and write it down, okay? Now I'm taking you guys through the steps. Y'all have heard me do this time and time again, but here are the steps, okay? So ask for the rep's name, write it down, okay? Or you will hear their name and then just ask, say, what'd you say your name was? Then write it down, because you want to make that personal connect. And you also want to express, your appreciation to them for their hard work and due diligence. All right, now, here's where it gets fun. This is what I've learned. Tell the rep who is on the phone, okay, on the phone with you and what you're about to do. All right, Jacques, what do you mean? This is what I do. So I say rep name. On the phone is, all right, new customer name. New, I'm just a preferred customer, is enrolling today for the $1 membership, setting up backup order number 2. I always go with backup order number 2 when I'm on the phones, okay? And then let them know that, hey, we can change that later. I'm setting up backup order number 2 at a participation level, 1, 2, or 3. All right, so rep name, hey, I have new customer so-and-so. They're enrolling today for the $1 membership, setting up backup order number 2 at participation level 1, 2, or 3. And we're going to place the order today for XYZ, or place the order within 48 hours. Now, I kind of skipped a step, so let me see here. How do I want to do this? All right, let me just put this in bold. Before you call Melaleuca, all right? Melaleuca. Be sure to cover the participation levels 1, 2, or 3 and the backup order. All right? Without exception. When you do a 3-way call with me and you have someone that wants to come on board, before you call me or anyone else, cover the participation level, because I want you guys to understand this is part of our responsibility, okay? Like, I may get presentation points for assisting you, but you get the 50% commission on the order, okay? So like you get paid for this, okay? And we have to get good at this, become professionals at it, because it's going to be like clockwork. This is the system, okay? So before you call Melaleuca, Jacques, or anybody else, cover with your new preferred customer. This is your responsibility. What the participation levels are, 1, 2, or 3. I shouldn't have to explain those. And what the backup order is, without exception. And put the cherry on top. Cherry on top. Here it is. Ask them to say in their own words their understanding of the backup order. All right? Then get Melaleuca on the phone, get Jacques on the phone, or whomever. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it seems like a lot of steps. Trust me, it's not. It's real simple. Super simple, okay? And I just broke it down in steps. If you've ever heard me do it before, it's just doop. Once you do it a few times, it's going to be doop. Really, really simple, okay? This is one of my favorite ways to enroll. All right, now, here. Let me just say, all right, creating a new customer link and sending it to someone. I do not like this because that puts other people in control of the process. All right, and so what happens is I'm waiting. Tick tock. I don't like that anymore. I started off doing that. I found very quickly, I was like, I don't like this, because I was just waiting, okay? Now, this one here, I like this one. So create the new customer enrollment link, all right? I'm gonna show you how this is done. Copy the link, okay? Copy the link and paste to another web browser. Take all the info by the phone. Cover participation levels and backup order. All right, so let me show you how to create this new customer enrollment link. really, really quick, and then we'll be finished with this particular part of the training. So let me just go here. All right, all right, there we go. All right, so I'll come here to the Business Center. I'll hover over enrollments. I will click on new enrollment. Then I'm going to click start a new enrollment. And, you know, I probably already talked to them about the categories. So they said they were category 2. Okay. I'm just going to put in some pseudo information. There's Steve Smith. Okay. I'm going to put in Steve's phone number. Let's just say 477-258-9819. You know, I don't even know if that's a real number. Let me do 405. That's a real area code. All right. So here, if you're putting me as a presenter, just put in my ID number, 33649-146. Then you click search, and then it's going to have my name. You click on it, okay? Or you can put in my phone number, 678-984-8140, I think. All right, I verified that this individual is the presenter. If you want the computer to choose the default marketing executive, that's the placement in your organization, click that box. Then this person has verified or confirmed that they want to enroll, and click that box. All right. Then send text, okay? Now, this is where it gets, you know, copy this link. Now, what I do is I open up Firefox. You can log out of Melaleuca, okay? And you can try to do it in the same browser, but I found that it caches. So if you do it in the same browser, it may pull up your information, okay? So I like to copy this link, and I'll open up Firefox. And I'm about to open up Firefox now, and I think I'll have to do a new screen share once it comes open. Firefox, they want to update tonight, really? All right, so here we go. Here's Firefox. Let me do a new share. And Firefox and share. There we go. All right, so now we're on Firefox. I paste and go. Now, there's Steve Smith. I'm on the phone with Steve. Hey, Steve, what do you want me to set up as your password? Smith123. Great. Smith123. All right. Smith123. Cool. All right, Steve, do you have a middle initial? No middle initial. Steve, what's your address? Email? Steve Smith45@gmail.com. I don't even ask Steve what his birth date is. That's optional. I'm trying to get to the point, okay? All right, Steve, okay, mobile number, okay, customer type preferred, cool. Continue. Passwords don't match. All right, so let me just say ABC123, ABC123. All right, click continue. This is what I do. All right, Steve, what is your billing address? 1234 Sweet Street. Sweet Street, okay, great. What city, Steve? Sweet. Okay. What state, Steve? Alabama. Cool. What's your zip code, Steve? All right, there we go. All right, Steve. How does your name appear on your form of payment? What do you mean? Steve, are you using a Visa or MasterCard? Visa. Great. Give me the first 4 digits beginning with 4. Why 4, Jacques? Because all Visas start with 4. All MasterCards start with 5. These are little things, okay? You just guiding the person through the process. He gives me the 16-digit number. 4123-5467-8945-6012. Steve, let me go ahead and repeat that back to you. I have 4123-5467-8945-6012. Is that correct? Yes, John, that's correct. Oops, I put the name as it appears. I'm sorry. All right, so that was the card number section. All right, so here, Steve, how does your name appear on your card? What was his middle initial? He gave no middle initial. Well, it appears on my card, Steve L. Smith. Okay, so that's a middle initial on your card, correct? Yes, it is. Very well. Steve, what's the expiration date and year? 4/24. All right, Steve, what's the 3-digit security code on the back? 412, 412. Great. All right, Steve. Now, the cost of an annual membership with Melaleuca is $19. However, this month we have a promotion for $1. However, Melaleuca is not going to charge that $1, Steve, until you place your first order, okay? Okay, Jacques. In addition to that, you're going to receive $100 in free loyalty shopping rewards. to be used in $20 increments. The first 20 expires if you don't place your order within 48 hours. Steve, do I have your permission to enroll you as a new Melaleuca preferred customer? Yes, you do, Jock. Great. Click continue. Then it's going to go to the next screen. And if Steve wants to be a marketing executive, let me see here. Yeah, on the next screen, let me just, because I don't want to create this dummy account in my organization. I don't want to create the account. So on the next screen, there'll be a little section and it'll say like social security number. And then you just type in, you say, Steve, let's see, Steve, if you'll give me your social security number for tax purposes, because once you reach $600, by law is required that Melaleuca has your social ID number, your social security number, so that way they can mail out your 1099 at the end of the year. Steve is going to give you that number. But if Steve is hesitant about his social security number, don't worry about it, because once he gets the $600, he'll have to put it in there himself anyway. And then also on the next screen, there'll be the option for the backup order. Just go over what that is again. And then finally, at the bottom of the screen, it'll have where you type in their name. And I'll say, Steve, do I have your permission to type your name in? Do you agree with everything that we've discussed thus far? And can I also enroll you as a Melaleuca marketing executive? Steve will say yes. Boom. Steve, congratulations. You're in it to win it. Now, which one of our product packages do you want to purchase? Home conversion, value pack, or one of the lifestyle packs? Notice I asked which one, and I enumerated the 3. Steve balks. Steve hesitates. Steve, from what I'm hearing, sounds like maybe you're not too comfortable right now purchasing one of our product packages. Maybe you just want to dip your toe in the water with about a $50 to $55 order. That's the minimum, 35 points. Steve, are you ready to do that today? Take control of the process. That's it, okay? So I am the Melaleuca rep, and I like that because it is, it's just gone, especially on Sundays. Now, you guys know, because I've helped you out, you'll get somebody on the phone with me. It's a Sunday. I say, hey, give me your username and password so I can log into your back office, create the enrollment link. I go put it in Firefox, bada boom, bada bing. I take all their information, welcome them, I congratulate them. That's the process. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. So let me see here. Let me do the share again. All right, so let me just ask, does anybody have any questions about the enrollment process? Those are 4 ways. Again, I'm not even going to get into the hard copy paperwork, because if you try and do that, you probably just complicate everything. All right, these are the 4 ways, or these are the top 3 that I use to enroll individuals. And like I said, number 1, I don't even, I'm not sending anybody a link. I'm not sending you a link. I'm not sending you a link. I'm not sending you a link. We're either going to call Melaleuca or I'm going to do this over the phone. I'm not sending you a link. No. So I do number 2 and number 3. That's what I do. I predominantly use number 3. I love to use number 2 because it reminds me of the old school way where I wasn't talking to anybody. It's just me and my customer one-on-one. I like number 3, getting Melaleuca on the phone, because it also gives my new customer the opportunity to hear the company, okay? And again, that's third-party validation. And then, once they finish up the process, I'm like, woo-hoo, woo-hoo, we're celebrating, tossing balloons, popping champagne, and I'm just joking with y'all, and all that good stuff. Does anybody have any questions about the enrollment process? Any questions? Questions? So we're not going to do the Zoom part. I'll save that. I'll save how to run Zoom.
I had a question, Jeff.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when it said refer customer, and then you said on the next page it'll say marketing executive, what if they just want to stay a preferred customer?
That's a great question. And so when you click that continue button, you don't fill out any of the information for marketing executive. I think when you click the continue button, it'll give you 2 options: shop now or enroll as a marketing executive. And there's also a PDF of this particular process. So let me just make a note here to share that PDF with you guys. All right, let me just put enrollment PDF. And yep, so that way you can see those steps. So yep, after you click that continue, it's going to give you the option to go shopping or to continue or to enroll as a marketing executive. All right, great question, Nora. Anybody else?
Okay.
Anyone else? These are 10 events, so that's Monday. Call, Zoom account set up. Okay. All right, so let's just scroll down here. One of the other things I'm going to need for everybody to do, and I'll cover this real quick because this won't take long. So everyone, please set up and I asked this the other night, Zoom.com account to set up a free account, and B, a Canva.com account. So you're probably saying, well, Jacques, why Canva? So let's go ahead and go over here to Canva. You guys notice that, many times I'll do a welcome banner for our new team members. And so what you're able to do and what I can do for you is if you have Canva.com, I believe, because I'm not the most technical person, but there's already a default design that I did a little customizing on. I just kind of moved some things around. So welcome to the family, Eric Knight. So let's say Dr. Regina was joining us this evening. I would say, welcome to the family, Dr. Regina Turner. And then I personally like to use Jing, this little app, and I'll just take a picture of this portion like right in here, and then I'll say that to the computer, and I'll upload it and welcome. You can download this too, but again, I just love my Jing, and that's how I do it. So I'm able to share this design, share with someone. I just need, I think your, share a link to edit. Okay, so let's see. All right, well, hey, I think I just shared the link with you guys. So if you guys have Canva, set up a free account, canva.com. Here's the design for this particular flyer. And I'll just go, I'll just go ahead and put this in the chat. Well, let me just upload it here in this chat, I guess. Yeah, let me just put it here. It's easier to do. Oh my goodness, no, that's huge. Well, I don't know. There it is right there. Let me click it and see what happens.
You can get a link, Jacques, from Canva to share it.
Yeah, that was the link there. Yep, there it is. You're invited to edit the presentation. Start designing now. Okay, so edit presentation, and then you log in, and bada boom, bada bing. Okay, so that's just right now. Man, we'll get some more fancy stuff, but right now, I got to be honest. I'm not one of those fancy type people. I mean, I like fancy, real pretty stuff, but I'm like, hey, let's go to work. Like, let's go make some money. Then we'll get fancy. All right. So that's that. So let me just mark that off. That was Canva. All right. All right. Mark this off. Boom. All right. There. All right. So let's talk about these incentives and accountability, and then that's going to be it, man. We're going to wrap it up. All right. We're going to wrap it up. Oh, man, you know what? I'll take that back. All right, so here's the game plan, everyone. So we're going to be setting up launch calls. I still haven't gotten this customized, presentation like I want it yet. However, hey, we can use Kim satellites in the meantime, in between time. And so what we want to do is, like, if you have an accountability partner that you work with, or if you already have one or two team members that you've enrolled, like, what I want to do is not just do a whole bunch of individual launches, but I want to do some group launches. So let's just say Dr. Regina and Alba, they could decide a day and time where they do their launch together. And the reason that I want to do the launches together is that way you have several people that are inviting to the launch. And when guests arrive, it's just not one or two people on there. And then you guys know too, I'll probably share the launches links in the group so that way we all can support our fellow team members. But ideally speaking, this is what the process, and we have a lot to do, but this is what the launch sequence. Okay, so this is, like, ideally speaking, this is what's really going to help everybody. See, understand that the bottom line is it's going to take you time to really develop your skill sets. I don't care if it's on social media, on the phone, or whatever. And the natural human tendency is to be reluctant because you're not comfortable with it, okay? It just is what it is. So if that's the case, then the quickest way to get you moving is going to be with your warm market, those people that know you, like you, trust you. Now, really, I don't care where you pull them from, but I encourage everybody to make a list of 30 individuals. Now, get this. I'm going to tell you, and I shared this with you guys before, add 20 more people to the list. See, if I say make a list of 50 people, you're like, oh my goodness, I got to make a list of 50 people. But then if you make a list of 30, and then it's like, all right, we'll make a list of 20. 30 and 20 is 50. So then you invite all of those people, and maybe 10 confirm and 4 show up. Well, if you got 2 or 3 people that's doing the launch together, then we have 8, 10, 12 guests, okay? So that's really just kind of how it works. So ideally, what's going to happen is we enroll a new preferred customer. Within 48 hours, do the strategy session, okay? Strategy session. And then within 96, okay? 96 hours. All right, so that's what, 4 days. I'll just say 4 to 7 days, do a launch, okay? And then wash, rinse, and repeat, okay? And here's the reality. If we do this with individuals, okay, and we really get good, now we can do this launch in 48 hours, we can do it in 72 hours, you know, whatever the time frame is, but here's the psychology of it. See, when I enroll you as a new business builder, if you will, the goal is to get you moving, all right? Actions. We've all heard it before. Actions speak louder than words. Actions produce results. We can go through the training. We can talk about this. We can talk about whatever. Most of us have people within our warm market. If we would just invite them to our launch call, they would actually attend. And all we want to do is get people in front of the information. Me, myself, personally, hey, I would love for you to get enrollments, but if you don't, I'm still going to love you all the same. Why? Because you display the ability and the tendency to be teachable and coachable. And that's the key, ladies and gentlemen, being teachable and coachable. And that's what you have to share with the individuals that you're bringing on board. You have to ask the individuals. You got to be like, hey, Ms. Sheila, let me just ask you very transparently, because I admire you, I respect you, and I'm loving the fact that you actually decided to enroll as a Melaleuca preferred customer, in addition to the fact that you're looking to build a business. However, do you feel as though you're teachable and coachable? Yes, Jock, of course I do. Why? Can you give me an example? And then a person shares with you why they feel like they're teachable and coachable. And just like in an interview, a person is convincing you and themselves at the same time why they're teachable and coachable. Remember, I said, like, this business is all about unlocking, developing, and training from a mindset perspective. Because once somebody believes and they see what we're doing is so incredibly simple that my little 6-year-old nephew can grasp the concept of, A, don't shop at store A, shop at store B, get better products, tell people about it, and get paid. That's simple. But people complicate it. Like, they make this seem like we're going to the moon or something like that. Like, this is not rocket science here, okay? So that's the psychology. Get people moving. Now, understand this part of it. If you can help somebody get a new enrollment, 1 or 2 new enrollments within the first, say 2, 4, 5 days, they're going to be that much more engaged and enthusiastic about the business. And well, I'm not going to say unfortunately. A lot of times people say, well, I got to try the products out before I do something. You don't really have to try the products out before you do something. Like, you really don't. All you have to really do is make a list and be willing to invite those people to take a look at the information. Because whether you try the products out or not, guess what? Those people are going to make a decision based on what they see from the information. So, now some people, that's just how they roll, and I totally respect that. But the reality is they don't have to try the products out before they refer anybody or before they start working in business, okay? So that's going to be the launch sequence. We're going to really work on that throughout the remainder of this month. We have about 3 weeks. Would love to schedule as many launch calls. Those launch calls will be like 6, 7, or if you want to schedule it at 8, we could do that. It's just if we do it at 8, that's also going to be the team overview call. And, quite naturally, I'm going to edify you. They're in the beginning, they're in the end. Obviously not so much during the information because Kim, that's just a recording. But the whole key is in the activity. That's the key. And I was thinking and I was looking at things. And I say, we got to get people moving faster because the paralysis of analysis is real. If people overanalyze this, if they go to too many trainings, if they study too much, they're going to get in a mode where they're just going in a circle. And that's cool. They're filling their knowledge with head. But you know what? It's time to fill the bank account with bread. And I'm not talking about the type that we bake in the oven. Some of y'all guess that. But anyway, so that's the key to, really being successful and growing our businesses and creating duplication quickly. We enroll somebody, strategy session, first 48 hours, okay? Once we do that, man, at that strategy session, we're scheduling their launch call or launch overview. And so you guys are going to see those. And the goal, again, whatever you see me doing, hey, duplicate it. If you guys feel like I'm doing something wrong or that's not going to be beneficial, give me your feedback, okay? Give me your feedback, all right? So that's that. Now, that's the launch. Okay, we talked about that. And so, man, we're just going to round it out with these incentives, man. These incentives. And, I'm just going to need incentives. Man, I can't spell for anything this evening. All right, incentives. All right, let's just go back here to another look at. All right, so, all right. Now, oh, man. All right, so let me just put here. So everybody had, everybody had some, I think like 4 or 5 accountability assignments. I'm not gonna go over those. It's getting rather late here. And, I know once we get to a certain point, y'all like, yeah, y'all tap out. All right, and then we gotta get up at 6 a.m. So we have the accountability, okay, the accountability. All right. Assignments. All right, I just call them assignments or tasks or whatever. All right, so you can email to, and I sent this earlier, jmorrisbiz@gmail.com, or text to take a picture of it and text it over to 678-984-8140. Okay, those are the accountability assignments that I put in the group chat. Okay, you had to see them because I put them in there 3-4 times, just a text that's about that long. All right, make sure you get that information to me because here's the reality. If I don't know what you want to do, I don't know what you want to do. That only makes sense, right? If I don't know what you want to do and when you want to do it, I don't know what you want to do. And to think is to put it in ink, to put it in writing. Man, write your goals down, write your goals down, write your goals down. So as we look at the calendar, and go ahead and look at the calendar. Today is the 12th, okay? It's the 12th of the month. And tomorrow is the 13th. Got a number of different things we're doing. We're doing launch calls, and we're calling professionals. Man, we're going to be setting up LinkedIn. Like, it's time to get really busy, really serious. We basically have 3 weeks. But here's how, I would like to work it. 2 weeks, all right? Whatever your goals are, aim to complete your goals by the 25th. That's on a Saturday, okay? Whatever you wrote, whatever you sent me, whatever you emailed me, whatever you text me, now what I have you to do is write done by the 25th on your paperwork or whatever it is. Done by the 25th. That's the date that we're working in mind with. Why that, John, when we actually have 3 weeks left? Well, remember, I told you, this is all about psychology. You have to play games with yourself, okay? You have to make a goal to do it sooner than what you actually have time to do it in. Because if you look at it as I got to the 31st to do it, you're going to wait to the last minute to do it, okay? It just is what it is. And then it's going to be really frantic. When the reality is, look, if you work with the same intensity that you would work with normally in the last 3 days of the month, if you work with that same intensity at the beginning of the month, you'll knock it out the park. If you work with that same intensity over the next couple of weeks, you're going to knock it out the park, okay? All of you have done very well, okay? And again, I want to commend you for everything that you've done. Because, see, here's the reality. Just inviting someone to the overview, that's a win. And if somebody shows up that you invited to the overview, that's a double, triple win. So again, I want to commend you for all your activity and progress that you made thus far. However, I want to also, in the same breath, encourage you to 10x your efforts over the course of the next 2 weeks. Jacques, what do you mean 10X? Look at your activity, because you should have been writing it down and documenting it. You could ask Greg Stinson and Wayne Lewis when they were here today, because I know, hey, you guys are on video, and I pull up all this activity, and you're like, whatever, Jacques, you don't have anything written on there. Greg and Wayne will tell you all day long, appointments after appointments after appointments. It's dizzying, the amount of activity and the contacts and the appointments that I was setting. But I understand, in order to go to the next level and to bring you ladies and gentlemen along with me, after 10X, okay? Like, this is not a game for me. This is serious business. So done by the 25th, okay? Done by the 25th on your paperwork. And then beside that, write a big 10 and a big X, 10X, okay? That's what it's going to take in order for you to knock your goals out the park and to crush these incentives. See, again, all of you are doing good and you're moving right along. However, if you hurry along and you 10X your activity, you're going to knock it out the park. Because I'm not going to tell you guys any story. Man, I just want to celebrate with y'all. I want to celebrate y'all's accomplishments, because I know the more individuals that are on the team that are accomplishing what they want to accomplish, and then I'm out here crushing what it is that I'm doing. Oh, man. Like I told Mr. Stinson today, man, we're about to set Molucca on fire. However, it's not going to be on fire if we don't have the activity. And it's not going to be on fire if we don't 10X. So that's what, that's the goal. That's the game plan. And so on the 25th, which is a Saturday, what we're going to do is huddle up, and we're going to see where everybody is at. Okay, for those that reached it, boom, cool, congratulations, great. Guess what? 6 more days in the month. Now go out there and pad your stats. Okay, we're going to do the Kobe Bryant. We're going to score 40, but then we're going to add 30 onto it before we retire. 70-point game. Like, come on now, let's go. And understand that this is going, look, all the enrollments, all the invites, all the contacts, the appointments, everything that you're doing now is setting the tone for the rest of the year. And when you take this level of activity month after month and week after week, you have to be balanced. Don't burn yourself out. You'll get to a point where the numbers are going to seem mind-boggling. Guys, I just started back the middle of September 16th. Started very slow those first 2 weeks. October, I picked up the pace tremendously. I 10X'd, okay? Then November was when that activity from September and October really manifested itself. And next thing you know, I did 28 enrollments, 24, 25 placed the order, #1 enroller in the entire company out of 400,000 to 500,000 marketing executives. It wasn't by accident, it was by design. And the design was in the activity. That's all it was. And to think that I'm going to be contacting professionals and people on LinkedIn and real estate agents and insurance agents making calls, sending messages, for hours on top of hours, because you guys, well, I'm not going to say because I have the time to do that. It's not going to seem realistic what's taking place. It's just not. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 enrollments. I've never seen anybody with 100 enrollments in 1 month in the company. That's my goal. 100 enrollments. Got to put it up sometime. I probably had to work my way up to it, but that's what it is. So the 25th, prepare on the 25th, that Saturday night, to give an accountability for your activity over the past 2 weeks. And we're going to see where everybody's at with these incentives, and these launch calls. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is activity. That's it. That's it. It's just activity. And that's even for myself, okay? That's even for myself, because I'm like, John, dude, you kidding me? You should have been. Dude, you got all day to do this and you haven't done it yet? Are you kidding me? What's the problem here? So, again, I have to exude more balance because of the time that I invest in you, ladies and gentlemen, as far as training the system and just, really trying to figure a lot of things out. And then I also have to study and do a lot of personal development so I can keep myself on my P's and Q's, okay? I don't know if y'all can tell. I'm not tiring out, man. I'm getting warmed up here. I'm getting fired up. I'm getting fired up. I don't know where that voice came from, but I'm getting fired up around here, y'all. So anyway, man, that's it. I was going to talk about, you know, I know a lot of people sent me information, but just one at a time here before we close out. You guys, man, I'm just giving you guys the opportunity, man. Let me stop the share. Come out one at a time. And what is your done by 25th goal? All right. So, man, I just want to, because you guys wrote it, you guys sent it to me. Haven't had a chance to look at it, but again, we're about to close it out. And as a leader, the objective is to bring the other leaders out here. So I want you guys to put it out here in front of everybody, your accountability. You sent it to me. Now I want you to be accountable to the team. Put it out here. Done by the 25th. I'm going to write your name and give me your personal number of enrollments. And then I'll pretty much be able to, you know, discern what your incentive is. I know y'all were thinking you had to the end of the month, but guess what? Man, we're taking that week away. And we're like, it's time to rock and roll. Okay, so done by the 25th.
Peace and blessings, Jacques.
Go ahead.
Dr. Regina.
Mm-hmm.
My enrollment for by the 25th is going to be 12.
Awesome. That's all I needed right there. Excellent. Appreciate you sharing that. Go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever wants to go next, I'm writing your name and I'm writing the numbers.
Good job, DJ.
All right, so let's go with Lady DJ and then Mr. Stinson. I heard his voice.
25th, 4.
Okay, excellent. Appreciate that. Who's next?
25th, 8.
Okay, all right. So, all right, let me write Stinson. Okay, because like I said, 25th, we're having a call. So we're going to bring these numbers back up. All right, who's next?
26, 7.
All right, so, okay, that was Adrian.
Yes.
Okay, all right, so by the 25th. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right, excellent. All right, who's next?
Sheila. 4.
Uh-oh, man, all y'all speaking up at one time, I love it. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of energy, baby. Everybody putting it out there. Okay, now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not God, so I can't hear everybody at the same time. So I only can hear one at a time. So one person go for me.
Gloria, by 25th, 5.
All right, so Gloria, okay, all right, 5 by the 25th. Okay, and then go back on mute for me. Let's see here. Okay.
Beth, 25th, 9.
Okay, that was, who was that? Was that Beth?
Yes, 9 by the 25th.
Okay, awesome. All right, let's go. Who's next?
Me, Angelica.
Okay, Angelica?
I will be doing 9 by the 25th.
You said 9 for the 25th?
Yes.
Man, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. So let's see. So we still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to hear
4
from
by the
13 more
25th.
people. Who?
This is B. 4 by the 25th. This
All
is
right,
Miss
all right.
B.
All right, Miss B. Okay, I got you. 4 by the 25th. Ooh,
This is
get off me
Raymond
with that
Toll.
ugly cold. Man, I just caught the germs through the mic. All right, who's next?
This is Raymond Tolson, 6 by the 25th.
Okay. All right. Cool. Excellent.
This is Stacia. I'm gonna do 3 by the 25th.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
This is
All right.
Rena.
Who's next?
Rena, 4 by the 25th.
All right, Rena. Okay. All right. Who's next? Now, if you've already spoken, please put your back on mute for me. Okay. Who's next?
Sheila, this is 8 by the 25th.
All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
Okay, this is Alva, 10.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
This is Nor, 8 by the 25th.
Okay. All right. Who's next?
Dorothy,
Okay.
4 by the 25th.
Said 4?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Who's next? All right. We got 21 people on here. Let's see. Eddie. Let's see. What did Eddie? Hold on. Let me see. I guess some of y'all are typing. All right. Let's see. Eddie, 11 person. All right. Eddie's. All right. Eddie says 11. Okay. All right. All right. 11. Tamara says 4. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's 17. Carl, what's that number? I see a plus sign. All right, Stacey, Angelica, Nora. Carl, what's your number? Carl, I think I need to hear from Carl. I need to hear from Miss Lawton. All right, let's Carl on. Sharon. All right, Sharon Clifton, need your number. Eddie, Rena, TJ. Okay. All right, let's see here. All right, Carl said 5 by the 25th. Okay. All right. So Miss Lawton and Sharon, and wait, hold on. Or did Sharon already go? Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep, Miss Lawton and Sharon. Those are the last two that I need. Miss Lawton and Sharon. You guys hear me? Or did Sharon go? Sharon, you hear me? Miss Lawton? All right. If you guys want to send it over to me on Facebook, I guess. I don't know. Miss Lawton,
John?
Sharon? Yes, there we go. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've had a family emergency and I was not on the call. So
Okay. All right, no problem. So all right, so tend to your family or are you back now?
yeah, but I don't. What are we talking about? The launch?
No. So we're talking about our goals by the 25th, which is 2 weeks from now. How many preferred customers do you plan on enrolling in the next 2 weeks?
I hope 3.
All right, so hope is not a good strategy. So is your goal 3?
I talked to them. I can't make them. I'm gonna close them, and I think I know I have 1 for sure. Now the other 2, I'm not. I have a maybe, and then
All right, so this is what we're gonna do, Ms. Lawton. Greg and I are gonna get on a 3-way call with you, and we're gonna outline some activity because I know you have those in the pipeline, but we need to increase that activity to fill up the pipeline. So that way, if those 3 come in, cool. But we're not waiting on those 3. So Greg and I, yeah. So Greg, get with Ms. Lawton, and then get with me, and let's do a 3-way call with Ms. Lawton. So I'll put you down for 3 by the 25th. And again, there's nothing wrong with that goal. But again, from a mindset perspective, and this goes for everybody, we're not hoping in 2020. We're not waiting in 2020. We decide what we want. We set the bar, we set the goal, and then we go get it. Okay? Like, that's just what it is. As an entrepreneur, you got to go get it, because if you're waiting on somebody, guess what? You may be waiting the rest of your life. It just is what it is. I don't know about anybody else, but guess what? I like to have fun. We partied yesterday. So much so, I got up this morning, man, my knee was hurting like I was back in high school and just got racked up on the football field. I like partying. I like having fun. I like dancing. I like money. I don't have to be rich, but guess what? If work in Melaleuca and sharing it is going to put me in whatever financial bracket, bring it on, baby, because we're going to put in this work, all right? So, Miss Sharon, you're the only one I haven't heard from. Miss Sharon, I need a number. Give me a number, Miss Sharon. We got people having family emergencies. You're on here. I need to hear a number. Let's get a number. Come on, before the summer. It's getting warm, girl. I'm heating up. Miss Sharon must not be by the phone, okay? That's cool. So I just put a circle by her. Now, let me see here. Let me see if I can do some quick math in my head. 12, 8, 20, 24 plus 7 is 31, plus 5 is 36, plus 9 is 45, plus another 9 is 54, plus 4 is 58, plus 6 is 64, plus 3 is 67, plus 4 is 71, plus 8 is 79, plus 10 is 89, plus 8 is 97, plus 4 is 101, plus 11 is 112, plus another 4 is 116, plus 5 is 121, plus 3 is 124, okay? Our team just set a goal by the 25th of the month, without me even sharing my goal with you guys, to have 124 new preferred customers. At the beginning, I said, team, we're at 20. We need to be at 100 by the end of this month. And we've set a goal as a team, 124 by the 25th. See the shift in mindset? That's a shift, okay? So let me go ahead and give you guys my goal, because, hey, I'm not going to ask y'all to be accountable to me if I'm not accountable to y'all. That wouldn't be fair, would it? 20 preferred customers. You guys seen it earlier. I'm already at 9, all right, for the month. 20. So that means 10 this week and 10 the following week. That means I got a lot of work, got a lot of contacts to make. And guess what? I'm going to be smiling, dialing, and messaging probably well on past 20. It just is what it is. Because excuses are not accepted, and results, that's what matters. Okay? Cool. Well, hey, man, it was exciting. It was high energy, man. Love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. Again, appreciate all the kind words and the encouragement, you know, with regards to my daughter's wedding. That message that I put in there late last night or whatever, I contemplated on putting that message in there. And here's the reality. I was like, let me go ahead and put it in there because we're family. And I feel like as family, we should be able to communicate openly and freely. Like, again, I wasn't mad, but it's just one of those things where, you know, like if you don't like see or know everything that's going on, then, you know, it can kind of be like, you know, and again, I'll be the first one to apologize if I ever step on your toes and it hurts and I make you feel some type of way. Come talk to me and let me know, because I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm here to help you, ladies and gentlemen, change your life. Like seriously, because I know if I help a lot of people, yourselves as well as the other individuals that are coming, then it will be beyond measure what will be created. It just will. Okay. So like I said, man, we're family, and looking forward to a lot of exciting things. Man, be present tomorrow morning on accountability call. We're going to keep it plain and simple. We're going to talk about advance and what that means, and really as leaders, why it's important to show up to events. So I borrowed enough of your time. Enjoy your evenings. Get some rest. Spend some time with your family. Love you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wait. Okay. All right. So DJ says, how do I get in the? Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and end the recording, and then I'll just kind of look back through the chat here, and then, you know, anybody that has to hop off, go ahead and hop off. But we'll see you when we see you on the next training, because we just getting started.